us to show us a tour of the city.
That's you.
Citizen, I haven't seen you, but what's your name?
Oh, my name is Tiberius Crackhammer.
That's it.
So, like Johnny New York. We're in Craghammer.
Oh, John Hammer.
Johnny New York.
So what is it, Craghammer, or what was it?
I meant Stronghammer. Crackhammer is my father's cousin.
How drunk are you?
I've been drinking since I've woken.
Persuasion check.
See, he is one of them.
Do we need protection?
And one of them looks over and sees the bear that is off in the shadows nearby.
I got trinkets.
What
is that bear
quietly
doing?
trying to keep up with its wonderful master? Like,
Come along, Trinket. There's nothing to be scared of.
what's a bear doing in Craghammer? They all grab out their warhammers.
Oh no, please! He's quite harmless. In fact, he's very scared of most people.
He's completely trained. He does tricks.
He
Doesn't he do
does.
tricks?
Trinket, show them your wonderful shake trick.
At which point, Trinket kind of like just kind of shakes her whole body. He looks at you confused. And he makes her paw up and
If you put your paw out, if you put your hand out, he'll shake your hand. Yeah, see?
Dwarves take a step back at the claw
I would not
motion.
do that.
That's all right. I would say, if that's your animal,
Yes.
don't bring it here.
Oh, good to know. Good to know.
What brings you to the mines?
We should have thought of
Well, several things, actually. Several things bring us to the mind. My name, of course, is Percival Frederick Stein von Musil-Kowalski, the brother of the third.
You can call him Percy.
He raises his finger and goes, you have not paid. Alright, so as you continue to walk, eventually some of the dwarves approach. And one
I
goes,
point and say, oh, look at that one with the carving. It's amazing.
The architecture is divine.
Divine.
They're posing as the Howls?
Lovely. Look at this dwarven one.
the marble texture on this is so, you get about 5. You saunter right up to the edge of the grass line and get one step onto what suddenly becomes visible to you. A rather subtly carved dwarven rune in the ground. In fact, there's a bunch of them outlining the entirety of the grass. And as your foot hits through, and you're like, oh,
That's a dwarven rune.
That's a good voice.
I've been practicing my Tiberius. It's close. I'm working.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity save.
Maybe I'll part my armor.
Go
so
show
you can
him his
see the
scar, see what he does.
Posted on the bar.
Let
Take him a
touch
drink.
it.
All right.
Take him a drink.
I would like
Yes,
to
take
get
a very large drink.
the largest goblet you have of ale, and I would like to go over to what was his name, Bulbous.
Balgus.
Bulgus.
Bulgus.
I had it right. Bulgus, and I would like to
I'm coming with Grog.
yes. And I would like to go up and put my scarf and post up on the bar and
I take out my flute and I play a little healing word spell and try to heal him of his drunkenness.
Just a little of his drunkenness, not all of his
he likes
drunkenness.
drunk, so maybe
All
like
right.
half.
So as you play your tune, a beautiful little tune that saunters through the air. The magical energies emanate from the notes you make, kind of drift into his torso. You can see a slight glow, and he kind of. Where's that blasted music coming from? And his hand goes out and paw towards the flute.
I don't know where that was coming from.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry to disturb you. Your name is of great repute around these parts.
He wipes a globule of drool that's kind of crusted into his beard.
Well, that was.
Hey, you've bothered me now. What you want from us?
Oh, we were wondering if we might perchance acquire your knowledge about town for a bit of a search. What to?
Talk to him about fighting.
Right, I hear you're a good fighter. You look strong.
I've heard the same.
Yeah.
Right. How often do you get challengers in this tavern?
About as often as I get woken up from my sleep. Which is never. Because only stupid people do that.
Lost cause. Abandoned ship. Abandoned ship.
Right. I have an intelligence of 6. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
There is a very pretty...
You have attacked one of the great dwarven families of Craghammer. Name yourself and your business before you're under arrest. Don't speak to me in that manner. I am Tiberius Stormwind.
I'm snoring after having sex.
Make an intimidation check.
Find your way to the mines there. That should be enough to get Nostok's attention. The rest is up to you.
Lovely. Thank you.
One moment before we adjourn. Do we want to try to get into this place, or are we just going to go to the mines?
Maybe we should just talk to Nostok first.
And ditch this place?
Every time we break into someone's house, things go
Nostok,
poorly.
we're trying to get to the mines essentially, so.
I think he's still listening.
Good man, good day. We'll be on our way then.
Margaret.
Hello, lads. My associates and I were looking for a place of lodging for the night, and what have you, a place of reputable reputation.
One dwarf kind of shouts over to the other ones. Says, "You hear that, Gibson? I'm looking for a place to stay."
I heard that right. It's about time we had some new folk in town.
Well, if you're looking for a place to stay, so your best bet would be the pig pits.
This is
Is that the name of a place?
Yeah, certainly, the pig pits.
All right.
Ask for the pig pits. They'll be shown around. Say
That's
it's where you're
actually
sleeping
pig
for the
pits,
night.
isn't it?
I know. I feel like
Maybe.
we're being hazed.
This
What?
is,
No, not at all.
That
Just
sounds
ask.
fine with me.
this is
I
all in
like
common.
Ironkeeper, what?
Groundkeeper Gradim Greyspike.
Gradum.
Gradim. These commoners. Learn to speak the language.
I understood.
Adra, may I ask?
Come and stay all you like, ask questions, have a go. Just make sure you don't do anything stupid near the carcass.
Ooh, like what? I do things like that all the time.
Sorry, our dwarvish is a little thick. Near
The carvers, the carvers.
The carvers.
The carvers!
Converse, of course.
The Carvers?
The Converse.
Is this your first time in Kragan?
Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna bury you so far underneath the dungeon that you won't see the light of day till the day you rot. You hear me, Dragonborn?
I mean, yes, my hearing's perfectly fine.
Get on. Puts his hammer back in his side, and they all kind of separate but stare you down as you walk past.
Good day.
Hello, Bulgus.
Hi,
You're so...
Bulgus.
We just heard you're so impressive and masculine.
Yes.
We really wanted to talk
I
to
use my
you.
earring of whisper to Vex.
Cool it down.
Oh, okay.
Calm down. Not so sexy. Just be
I reach out and I stroke his bicep.
God,
Because I can't hear that.
I use it again. And I'm like, what
Make
are
a
you doing?
persuasion check.
Keyleth, stop doing that too.
Disagree.
Roll well.
Persuasion
Roll
check.
so good.
I'm really low in charisma.
Oh no, what was it?
I rolled a 2
Ignore my friend here.
plus my persuasion of 0. I haven't
Why am I not talking to you?
As your arm reaches for his
I didn't
bite,
say anything. I just touched him.
as your arm reaches for his bite,
What do I see around the press? Do I see any large, like, rocks or any kind of large, like, maybe pillars, like, maybe ruins, like, just
Like
setting
crystal?
on those things that I could...
best from you can tell in this distance, and it's fairly dark down here. You can see that the building itself just has 4 corner spires around.
Shit, balls. Taint 5.
Plus
Plus what? Plus...
your athletics.
Oh, that's bound to be good. 7. It's 12.
12 is the DC. So yeah, you pull back the chain. The blade is it's resisting. It's stuck in the torso, and eventually it flies back, and you just barely catch it.
I love your joy sounds. You're just
All right,
Meant to do that.
now it's its turn.
Grog and I go in search of a, shall we say politely, whorehouse.
Tiberius.
A dwarf with us who wanted to actually say hello to you.
name?
Turns around.
Keyleth, where have you been?
Saunters back.
I guess it's Keelan.
Looks at you.
Keyleth Crackhammer.
Dwarvish.
Smiles for a second as he looks at you and goes,
Ah, how nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Oh, hello.
Leaf and laugh and loaf and Reuben.
Yeah, from Steven.
Choke on a chip.
Roll with it, player. Roll with it.
I hail from the mountains.
Wind
Up
cannon.
north.
She had an accident on the way over here, and we were hoping maybe.
Roll a persuasion roll with disadvantage. Roll with disadvantage.
Let the dice act better than us tonight, please.
8.
That's your first roll.
Now roll
Oh, I
again.
have an advantage.
No, you have disadvantage.
Oh, I have disadvantage.
So
Roll
8.
8.
He goes,
Oh.
I've been practicing the arcane arts for over 250 years.
And I've been practicing my Cornwall accent for 5 minutes. Shit.
he raises his hand, and the alter self spell dissipates. Where stands Keyleth?
Oh, Keyleth, you've been lying to us this whole time?
Who are you?
We thought you were a
Wait,
dwarf.
Vax steps forward, steps in front of Keyleth and says, "Good Sir Dwarf." Clearly we are idiots.
That's the first true thing you've said since you called me out of my...
Stay with me on this.
You are brought into the building again, brought back to Nostok's office, in which he's not sitting, he's kind of pacing behind his desk, waiting for you as you approach. As you enter the room, he stops pacing, turns around, puts his hand on the desk, and says,
Please, enter and close the doors behind you. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to slam the door like that.
Flatulent dragonborn, right? So as you close you hear a very, very faint sound in the distance.
Did you hear that?
That's not the sound. Tiberius.
I'm sorry.
There must be so many arcane things down there that we will discover and bring to you upon finding them.
Good calls,
Things that you could use for your research. Historical items.
As he's still walking away, you hear him shout over his shoulder, "And when you bring them, then we'll talk!
Okay, that's fair.
Till then, good day.
That's fair.
Hey, don't bother me when I'm eating.
Thank you, Lord Thunderclap.
This game has consequences.
At which he shouts again in a booming
Jesus.
presentation voice,
It's Thunderbrand.
That's what I meant.
you hear the door slam.
That was fun.
All right.
I've got some meats inside, I've got 2 chairs, and you can fit in my lap, and he kind of pats you on the head.
I've killed.
Right.
This is what needs a whore. Sorry.
Fair enough. Grog, you're up.
You killed the snail.
With my frenzy rage renewed, I run towards the water, haunted by nightmares of Sebastian and the Little Mermaid, and I leap into the water and start slashing and slashing.
Go ahead and make it 3 attacks, Grog.
Le poisson, hi, hi, hi. Oh, you bitch.
18 plus.
So, you have my attention.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Tiberius Stormwind, and these are my friends.
He puts his hand up, and there's no sound coming out of your mouth.
Maybe we should listen.
This is the one who rudely attacked our home abode not more than a few hours ago.
He has emotional problems.
Apparently.
Yes.
He needs to learn respect for other people's property.
Yes, he does.
We agree wholeheartedly. He's Dragonborn. He's weird. He's a little weird. We're sorry to interrupt. I don't know. It's dinner time, I think. I don't know if you've heard yet. It just happened. We just fought some sort of many-headed beast down at the mines, and Lord Greyspine is sending us in.
Okay, I'm gonna move right there into the room as far as I can.
Yeah, it's as far as no, you can go that far.
Okay. And cast Stinking Cloud right there. It's gonna smell like just ass over there. Right there.
Okay. Best you can see. All right.
Open your vulva!
That's not called.
Are you sure you don't want to think about renaming it
It's
now?
survival, guys. Come on.
All right. So
You're tearing the party apart. Thank you.
giant boulder falls from nowhere. Grog. All right. So you make your way inside.
Water breathing.
So how it works is wall of stone. You can create a wall of stone, but it cannot occupy the space of a creature. So you'll not be able to push them back, unfortunately. But you could lock them into an area if that's what you wanted to do.
The man telling us what we can and can't do.
It's the nature of the spell, guys.
Hold on, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna cast,
Cast?
Oh, yeah, I can cast
you
spells.
can
cast?
I can. I've got plenty
You can
of
kill?
spells.
Alright, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm gonna cast.
By the way, this music is just great.
Well, it's 12 plus your, it's whatever your, what the 12 is plus your proficiency modifier, I think. For now, we'll say it hits. Because I don't want to hold this up.
There once was a player.
No, you gain its armor class.
I would do damage class.
Yeah, you do.
So it hits.
So yeah, it hits you. All right. The second strike. It's going to be, that's also going to hit you. All three hit you. Unfortunately, he was slain in one of the incursions. That Duragar I was telling you about. But such is the nature of the fighter, I suppose.
Avenge him.
I appreciate that. To be honest, he was kind of a bastard, but didn't miss him too much. But I appreciate the thought. That's very kind of you.
Literally or figuratively?
I mean, still avenge him.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
He had parents.
He had parents. We were related somewhat. I'm not going to say too close, but yes.
Oh, not to you, to the other guy, Matt.
Yes. Yes, Laura.
When we take a rest.
Side of it. It's almost like there's some portion of it is walkable adjacent to the lava.
We can also not go in the not lava cave, Keyleth.
I'm sorry, that lava cave just looks important.
I know. Because of the lava.
Yeah.
Let's go tell the others what's we found and then we'll come back and decide which way to go.
Sometimes a lava cave is just a lava cave.
I fly back up.
Towards the other side, the cavern ends, and there's a waterfall pouring out of the side of the wall.
Can't go in there.
That just kind of
Oh,
flows down.
there's a cavern opening?
No, there is essentially a hole where water is pouring out of.
Can't go in there.
We can go in there?
Well, we can go in
There's water pouring out of it.
I can make that stop happening.
But what would we find in a
No
tunnel
one-
with water pouring out of it? It's not like anything lives up there.
I would much rather face random beasts who are just random beasts than mind flayers who can suck my
There
brain
would be no
out.
random
Yes, but
beasts, though,
Kima
it's
did
just
not
nothing but
fall
plumbing.
prey to random beasts. She fell prey to these shits.
Alright, fine. Let's do whatever you guys want to do.
I don't think a boss battle, I don't think we can
Vote.
fight this guy
Vote
again.
for fuck's sake. Vote.
Vote.
Put it to a vote.
Yes.
Alright, all in favor of going to the Duragar village and facing the giant fucker.
No, up and over, up and over.
Or up and over, or at least getting past it. That direction, though. That's four of us.
That's four.
All in favor of going into the lava flows.
Water
to
holes
find
and
Water
something.
holes.
Water holes.
But don't
Tiberius, you
hold me
haven't
to-
voted.
A draconian
Do
does
you
not
Switzerland? Come on.
It's
But you
four
come
against
from
us
a
anyway.
political family.
We
Well,
gotta
I
go
don't
that
vote.
way.
I don't believe in our system. Anyway, that's none of your business.
Are you a communist?
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Wait. Why can't Vax and I just at least go check it out
You
before
lost
we
the vote,
do
Keyleth.
this?
You lost the vote.
I think we should go.
Featherfall.
Fuck it!
Featherfall on
They don't
top.
control us! Let's do it! We're going!
All right. So what?
Wow.
You ladies hop on the flying carpet.
Yeah, because I have a dungeoneering kit.
cool, yeah.
so
All
I've
right.
got a
So you
lantern.
pull out your lantern as the two of you are going down towards the water. The rest of you
Part
kind of
the
stand at
water.
the edge of the river. Crevice going.
Jesus.
Part the water.
I take the
follow.
river flow, where the water's flow is coming out. This waterfall,
Meanwhile, the
and
mind
I
flayer says,
reverse
"I
it.
haven't got all day."
All right. So as you guys float down, however, as the water vanishes beneath where the waterfall was, you can see an actual small tunnel that's carved into the Mount Rock side
Fuck
of
off,
the reveal.
y'all
Whoa.
bitches!
Don't want to go down here. He doesn't do anything yet. We don't know.
Let's go into the tunnel. We go into
Meanwhile,
the tunnel.
meanwhile, back up top, I'm saying they're not gonna find anything.
Yeah.
They're not gonna find any tunnel.
And I'm agreeing with Scanlan, and I am mooning.
And I'm so I'm
Okay.
The day.
As the shout out, the card illusion appears. You see about 5 or 6 Duragar kind of look out from a nearby tent and go, and then start running towards the center of the town.
Come here, bitches.
About 20 seconds pass.
This way.
And then you start hearing this. It sounds like a drum beat.
God.
Cut the rope. Cut the rope.
Not
What are you doing? Leave Vax there. Let's go.
At this point, you now see about 16 Duragar come running out from the center of town, armored, weapons drawn, a few with crossbows, 2 trolls and an ogre charging out.
I command the Lich to start doing one of his glowy spells, and and through him I go, "Come for us, your death awaits."
All right.
And I flip the double birds and start walking backwards a little bit.
Fear movement, looking about. You see, dressed in rags. You guys are seeing this for the first time, but it's familiar. Smooth head, purplish and blue in color, a series of tentacles in its mouth, a giant scar drawn across one of its eyes, and it looks filthy, and it looks desperate. And it's just and looks at the two of you, and you hear a sudden voice in your minds. No movement, just conversation. Say,
Who are you?
Maybe it's a
I drop to my knees and I look at him and I just say, "It's okay, we're friends."
it puts up a hand like this, and you see there's a flicker of arcane energy, and a barrier appears between you and this creature, and just looks.
I take my druid craft and I just make a little flower. A nice pretty little tulip. And
Oh, it's frozen.
I lay it at the edge of the barrier.
Nasty. Make a persuasion check. With disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Okay.
Crossbow bolts and inflict devour made him brain dead. You guys
He's got nobody to blame but himself.
kind of. That's okay. Grog owns it, as you can see with his glasses. So
I love those.
So, we're beginning now as Grog is collapsed face down on the ground, drooling. The last of the Duragar have been blown off the cliff or destroyed. You all rush in and find Grog not moving, not responding, not anything.
Somebody pretty give me CPR.
Don't talk.
Okay.
Grog, can you hear us?
I rush down and
Can you
slap him
feel
on
us
the face
near
a
you?
few times.
You slap.
Nothing.
You slap. No response. No.
Someone, quick.
I
Take on his face.
I also bend down and slap him a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say, I knew it wouldn't work, I just... Damn it, Grog.
I'm going to actually try a crude medical examination to see if I can.
Investigation check?
Don't use your
Okay. You scatter some of it around Grog, who is now laid on his back with his arms and legs all equally stretched out.
naked.
No, he's still dead.
Don't need to be naked.
As this is the first time you've attempted a magic of this type, you close your eyes and take in the earth's essence. As a druid, being connected to nature is where you draw your divine energy. You kind
I'm
of
so
almost
nervous.
take from the vibration of the nearby caverns that you felt and come in tune with the way the earth, the planet itself, shifts and moves.
You got this,
You can do this, Keelan.
You got
I'm literally shaking.
You use that to give constitutional strength to the physical form of Grog in hopes of restoring him.
Okay, I just kind of lay my hands on his forehead.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? I know Grog very well, and he might enjoy or be inspired by a kiss of a female. I'm just saying, just the gentle kiss of a female lips on his might rouse him.
Ooh,
I've
Vex.
seen it many times.
Plant one on him.
Vex, get in there! Get in there!
As Vex awkwardly fumbles over
I think
the
it helped.
overtly sized Goliath.
I'm not all dead.
Go ahead and
Understand
Roll
what
bitches
the
roll.
hell
Oh, wait,
she's
that's
saying.
way better. 24.
24. She is definitively lying through her teeth just to hurt you.
Yes! We know you're lying. Yes! I don't know what else to ask her, guys. I don't know what else to ask her.
What are goblins afraid of?
She kind of like super signals.
Regardless, we have her. She's down below. And soon enough, you'll see. You'll see what shall become of this halfling.
We'll rescue her. And we're gonna kill your god. And then
I did it.
Acre of spray comes across the
that was the worst thing.
Awkward throat slitting I've ever heard.
This is very
We're gonna
fast.
kill your god. Wait. Fuck it, just go with it.
And as a symbol of our dedication to you, I'd love to play you just a little bit of a song that might heal some of those wounds and scrapes that you seem to have all over your body.
It gives you the dirtiest look you've ever received.
It was because of the arcane.
It's a pretty good song.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, Burt Reynolds.
Oh, 17.
It takes a sudden step forward towards you. Its tentacles.
Play this song.
Break out the.
It better be good.
When I get that feeling, I want Clarota healing. Clarota healing is something that's good for you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, 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 oh.
Clarota's dancing. I
Make
can
a persuasion. A performance check.
A performance check. 18.
18.
We all got
So
the
groovy.
In spite of itself, it stands there still glaring at you. But at the corner of your eye, you swear you see its toe tapping. It then kind of, its tentacles withdraw, and in such a way that gets you kind of off-put, and the song comes to a halt and goes,
I've not heard a song. I shall call upon you for more in the future.
Oh.
There's many more where that came from.
Now we talk about how we can kill
Yes!
And scene.
Talk about that.
and that's where we're going to go ahead and end the section, guys. 6 feet up, and there's a stairway that leads up to it. You see at the table one of the Illithid mind flayers, the armored general that you saw before. And there are 2 other Durgar currently at the table. They're in the middle of an excused discussion.
Stay invisible.
We can't communicate.
You guys have got seconds until
Yeah,
another guard
we
comes
can't
back.
talk. We can't talk.
You hear
So
footsteps behind you.
I put the bucket of shit into Scanlan's hands.
What are you doing with
I'm
your...
gonna,
And give him a little nudge, gentle little nudge.
I
says
I
no.
step forward into the room and I hurl it at the fucker's face, the general,
And I'm
the mind
rolling
controller's
behind him
face.
at the same time, behind the Illithid, ready to go.
So you go up here as well?
Yeah, oh yeah, behind him.
Okay, so you dart up behind. Make a stealth check, both of you.
Oh god.
With advantage.
Oh god, Robert's dead.
Oh yeah. Wait, do we get the +10 to stealth?
8 plus
No.
advantage. Oh, thank God.
19.
He
I'm
gets
using
advantage.
Scanlan's advantage, so 16, 29.
Okay. You slink up behind, seemingly unnoticed. There's a slight twitch to the Mind Flayer's head for a second as you go ahead and take a big old
bucket of shit
and fling it. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Just
attack roll?
Or it would be you're not proficient with you're not proficient with goblin shit buckets, unfortunately. So just go ahead and roll a d20 and add your dexterity.
Whoa, 19.
19, alrighty.
Oh my god.
You fling it as the invisibility spell wears off of you as part of the attack. You fling the bucket. A spray of thick, gooey goblin fecal matter goes streaking through the air as the illithid turns with its eyes wide to see you suddenly appear, and then suddenly see this entire batch of thick goblin shit just across its face. Suddenly you see its tentacles writhing as it goes, and as it screams, all of you hear in your head a scream.
I'm stabbing!
As
Cast Stone Skin immediately.
all right, as this happens, you start cast Stone Skin. You go in for the blade, and you hear a counter voice in your mind.
Fuck.
Clarota, go.
I
Roll your
cast
attack.
light on Grog's head!
Your head comes to an
everything else.
extremely bright glow. All of you averting your gaze.
This is stealth, right? Stealth for me?
Yes. No, you are invisible. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Stone Skin, light on its head. It's going into a rage.
Daylight on my shield.
Daylight on your shield.
I'm so happy to be here.
Land on the roof, or do we land right outside the barracks door? What do we do?
Yeah, do it.
The roof.
The roof.
You guys want to stay up and we'll go down?
You go. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
We can start on the roof. That way that gives us time
But I
to...
can't go invisible while you're flying.
Who needs you to be invisible? You're a stealthy bastard.
No, we land on the roof, we get it on there, and I cast invisibility on him, and then you go do your thing.
We're running the risk of, as we come down, Grog are going, "Ugh."
So we would risk that anyway. That's true. Either way.
I'm so scared right now.
If we go down
why don't we
really
land on the
fast,
roof?
it's hard
Why
to
don't
do the math.
Why don't we land on the roof and we all lay flat except for the people that are going in. You cast invisibility.
This is the exact
We are
conversation
stealth,
they had when they were about to go kill Osama.
I still have... We're still in like a dark cloud.
Wait, I have an idea.
Oh god.
Oh god. Is there enough weight for me to get on the cock?
What's in the bottom of the crevasse?
It's water and magma.
Yeah, can we pick up the little Loch Ness monster and throw it at him or something?
Oh yes, down below in the waters, our allies Vex and somebody found saw some creatures under the water snatching bodies as they fell. Keelan.
Yes!
Yes, I forgot who went.
Her Majesty Keyleth.
Pike's beauty distracted me. You shouldn't have cleaned her up so nice.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
Anyway, there was some creatures down below
That appeared to have been abandoned. What caught your eye was against the stone wall right above the ring of stones that formed the fire itself. There is a giant symbol carved into the stone that is a protective sigil of Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, which is a religious symbol of protection used in different divine rituals.
Yes, we were looking at that. We couldn't make heads or tails of it. Have you ever seen that before?
No.
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Are you sure? Think about it just for a moment longer.
Well, let me rethink on this. I think maybe,
So wait, are we all reunited?
Oh, it's a natural 20!
Oh, welcome back, Kite!
First roll.
Are we all reunited?
You just forgot. You just
you know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
You clutch your holy symbol. So, as you officially vanish into the ether and surrounding darkness, Scanlan, who still has that song stuck in his head from earlier, his slow jam is just abstractedly humming to himself without realizing it, calling a little bit of attention, at which point you begin to hear some footsteps in the distance that come to an immediate halt.
Grab Scanlan, put my hand over his mouth and say, "Quiet, man, what's wrong with you?" "It's a nervous habit, I'm sorry." "With great power comes great responsibility."
It's a gift I have to share with the world.
Later. Save it for the mind flow.
All right.
All right, so with him tucked under my arm like a football, start to creep further and try to make out.
Actually, directly looking in the direction of that Duragar camp earlier, you can see behind a pillar that's kind of blocking your view, it's obstructing your view of the actual camp proper, you can see some movement in the light. You hear some shuffling, what sounds like plate. And you hear a voice just kind of muttering to itself. A familiar female gnomish voice.
Hi.
hey guys, it's me, Pike.
Jeez, where have you been?
Oh man, I've had quite a time. I've missed you guys terribly, and a lot has happened, and I'm sure for you guys as well.
Not so much.
No?
I click my thing.
Why would you want to rejoin your colony after they've banished you? Why not leave?
I have nowhere to go. They are my essence, my connection. I long to return. It is the way of my people. I understand this curse I hold. I spite myself. I look upon this disease and spit mud. Perhaps with this deed they can overlook it.
You're not diseased, you're special.
God.
Question.
She's precious.
It takes all the strength that you can feel. You're going to be sore in the morning. All your muscles tense as you're pulling yourself up. With all the inertia from the run, you parkour up to the top, land. Scalen's there, currently being flung around. You manage to reach up and grab him and get in a brief tug of war with the bullet creature.
Hey, get away from him, man!
As you cast Cure Wounds, go ahead and...
So cast Cure Wounds, so does that heal?
As a mass Cure Wounds, or just doing Cure Wounds?
I'll just do Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Okay, so that's...
at what level are you
don't
using?
Chintz out.
I'm gonna use it at the level.
Cast whatever you can
It's
cast.
one or multiple people.
Can you do it at a higher level?
Yeah, I'll do it at my highest level that I can cast, which is...
Let's not cheap out on Scanlan.
5th level would be.
Sorry, guys. I'm
Better
just
play it safe and
warming
give
up
you
again.
1d8.
Okay, here we go. So...
And if something hits you while you're unconscious,
So now I'm at
Now you're
it's
3?
an automatic fail.
Now you're 23.
So now you're 23 hit points.
Hey, I feel great, guys.
You're still in its mouth being shook around.
Oh shit! What is this ride? This is crazy.
All right, Poke. That's Pike. That's your turn.
By the way,
Agreed.
Clarota, you
light
have
up so we see
definitely
the green
picked
of
the
that.
right people to assist
Yes.
you.
We're all shit.
You do not. There's no verbal response, but you do just emotionally sense a slight hint of regret emanating from the mind flayer.
We got this.
Heading further down, about 15 minutes of travel go by, and the very air itself is becoming steadily warmer. The smell is this combination of kind of still water, groundwater type of a scent mixed with an ever-growing kind of sulfur type brimstone smell.
Smells like grog.
I would like to trip Vax.
That was quick. I insult you and you trip me in a half a second. Would you like to take a shot?
Make an athletics check.
Yes! Athletics. 24!
Make an acrobatics check.
Suck it, elf.
What goes around comes around, baby. 22.
Oh.
Face down. Vax, a slight bruise on the cheek as you go face planting into the stonework ahead of you.
I'm going to voluntarily
What
erase
happened?
the hit points.
What happened? Did you not stealth past that little pebble?
It's all right. When the illithid general is bearing down on your walnut-sized brain,
Yeah.
I may be there.
Hey,
I may
don't be
not.
rude to him!
Do I get to hit things?
You do.
Start smacking on the wall.
Can I just give it a try, just to see? If I make a dent?
Yeah, go ahead, make an athletics check.
And just to try it out, I'd like to bring out the flaming hammer of...
Actually, for this, I'd say it's a straight strength check. This is just physicality, strength against the stonework.
Might need to take your armor off.
Yeah. 23.
All right.
With the hammer.
Yeah.
Laying pillar
All right.
data.
Because
So,
burns.
as Pike, as you go and swing at the pillar, you impact with all your might, and the pillar cracks at the impact. You're like, that is awesome. And you look up a few inches and notice that Grog's axe also is in the same pillar.
Teamwork!
You loosened it up for me.
Yeah!
I take off my magical armor, which was dwarven in shape before, but I take it off. It shrinks down to like
Oh,
a little
yeah,
toddler.
Tobias, so
Like a
that-
I'm wearing it like a Scientology unibody underwear underneath. It's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
The,
Wouldn't that be,
the armor shrinks down to
I
like
don't know
a
what that
toddler
means.
size, and I hand it to Grog.
Probably for the best.
And I go to my pack and I take out my old armor, which is acid resistant. Not quite as cool as what I was wearing, but I don't want.
You had 2 pairs of gloves?
I can't. Huh?
Kidding.
I can't stare at his pecs for the next 3 days, so I'll give him my armor and put on what I had before.
All right, so you take a moment and hand him new armor, and Grog, this scarred, nearly naked Goliath form has been lumbering through this hallway. Whew, modesty, Grog. You place the studded leather on that.
Armor +2. Okay.
So mark that for your AC.
Well, it seems like we're heading.
The place we're going. Yes,
Sounds
past
creepy.
a field of broken glass and bone.
Right.
We haven't.
Obsidian?
Oh no.
Or just melted sand.
I mean,
And the prettiest was into a cavern of blue crystal, where a fungal fortress, sort of entwined an ancient city of marble and
Places.
Sounds really shitty.
Did the blue
Sounds amazing.
As you mentioned that night, Clarota kind of nods and says,
That's where the colony resides.
Your colony.
Oh, a great city.
In which of those places? In the
In the fungals.
Amongst the ruins of jade and glass.
Is that
Is
where
it
we
that
should go?
Surrounded by a forest.
That's Yogvario?
Deep below Yogvar. That is where the temple resides, where Cavern holds the elder brain.
This is where we need to go, I'm assuming.
He sounds like a real fun guy.
I
God.
Trip him again. Just trip him again. Trip him again.
So I bet the fortress.
make a will saving throw.
Oh my
what is
God.
that? Wisdom?
Yes.
Well.
You feel a mental slap as Clarota glares at you from across the tunnel.
There'll be none of that. My presence.
I got bitch slapped.
8 puns.
Noted.
So I bet the first fortress you saw. I bet the one of obsidian was where
Percy's losing his shit.
Lady.
Quick, there's a
Tima
bathroom right
came
over
out.
there, Percy.
I bet that's the one because she.
Let's go.
Poor basilisk.
We're going on. Moving on. Okay.
Let's keep going.
As you guys push forward, Clarota lags behind a little bit to inspect the statue and just kind of looks it over for a second.
Did you know him?
Dave.
God damn it.
Please. Dave's.
Again, all right, cool.
We're all trapped in that room together,
Yeah.
right?
You are.
I fart.
Oh, Grog! Prestidigitation, and I made a quick wind gust and
Okay.
Just circulate it around the room.
I blew it away. Do you want? I can blow it right up your nose, Max.
Well, no, to you that haven't been.
I throw up in my mouth just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. You guys all slowly push into this this storage room. It's very musty. It hasn't been seen use in quite a while. In fact, you can see a little bit of mold is growing on the side of one of the barrels in the corner.
Dank.
There is a doorway that is closed on the opposite side of this wall, and from what you can see, there is a stairway that curves upward to the second floor.
Guys, I'm sensing a lot of purple and brown construction paper here.
I am as well, Scanlan.
That's your favorite terrain, right? It is.
Up towards, slams into the side of the wall right at the edge, and then topples over the side. Both plummeting over.
Oh!
With a brief Wilhelm scream. You're standing there, you watch this happen.
I didn't have to do anything, Scanlan!
Make out with me. We're alone. It's super romantic. I just killed Tupac. Come on. It's now or never, baby.
Well, let's just wait till we're out of danger.
It's getting real romantic.
That was really
Quick,
hot.
Scanlan.
It was really hot, right?
It
Come
was.
on, just a little little something,
But
something.
let's just.
So sexy.
As this is happening, you get about 20 or 30 minutes deeper into this tunnel before the sweltering heat gets noticeably warmer, and as you crest a slight incline and decline over a small hill portion of this tunnel, you can see now a large portion of the rock has collapsed on the left side, and a gargantuan pool of magma is pulling into the tunnel, essentially covering half of the tunnel you're traversing down. It can be walked on the side of safely at about 2 or 3 at shoulder width, but you only have about a 15-foot width period, and the rest of it is just extremely bright, hot, molten rock.
Does it hurt us to get near it?
No, but it's uncomfortable,
Okay.
and something to be very aware of and to watch your step. You feel great.
I'd just like to point out we're 9 adults playing Don't Touch the Hot Lava at the moment.
Keyleth, you don't have any way of... You say it gets hotter than this. You don't have any way of getting some water out here or anything.
Ooh, I do. And I pull out an empty bottle.
Not helpful.
Oh.
Tiberius, I've seen that bottle a lot. What does it do?
Well, I pull out 2 bottles. This one, they're both empty, of course. But this one is an air bottle, and this one is a water bottle.
Oh, thank you. That clears that up.
Even I feel dumber.
Your intelligence is now 4.
Does it make a lot of water?
Oh, yes. This, if we ever need air,
I think that's the water one that you just pulled out.
I take it out. I control a small gust.
Yes, but what about water?
Oh.
Oh my.
This, if we need water, I do it and I do a small stream.
Okay, so a little bit of water just begins to pour perpetually and without seeming end
like
into
a
the
piss
size of the
stream.
bottle.
Oh, nice.
So, and if you want to describe, I do a small little squirt blasts on Scanlan.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
Is that unlimited?
Yeah, well, of course it is. Why would I carry a non-magical item on me? That's ridiculous.
Just a water bottle.
12.
20.
19.
All right, go team.
We're stealthy bastards.
Yes. that was with disadvantage.
Oh my god.
I have to roll again.
Yes.
Because you're in heavy plate armor.
Yeah.
No.
Do it.
It's okay. It's
Come
okay.
on,
Come on,
It's
sweet
fine.
baby. Come on,
That's
sweet
it.
honey.
No whammies.
Ash.
That's not as bad. That's still not bad.
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Plus what?
Plus what's your
Plus
next?
nothing.
Okay. You guys all rush down the stairs, the clanking of the plate armor as you're going down. The rest of you like kind of wince as you notice it, but you make it down anyway.
Oh my god.
The twins are gonna go have a peek.
Okay.
I'm coming with.
Do it.
Scanlan comes with. Go ahead and roll stealth check.
Oh boy. Not my strong
Don't
suit.
fuck it up.
No, Scanlan, what'd you do?
You dick.
Did you?
What did you do?
You can change your mind.
Wait,
I got advantage, don't I?
I grab Scanlan and I kiss him on the cheek and make him stay.
Way to take one for the
Well, that,
Oh no.
I don't know.
You just stopped him from farting into
Persuasion?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a
Can
huge
you roll a
moment.
persuasion
Wow.
against a critical fail? Can you persuade a crit fail?
Can you persuade
Okay.
the DM?
Wait, is it a fail?
Okay.
He failed.
So
It's a one.
it was a one.
It was a
That's
one.
a one face. That's a one face.
I will say, Pike, roll a perception check.
Oh gosh. 14? No.
Negative.
Yes, 14.
Not enough.
Stop.
Unfortunately, you're not quite perceptive enough to notice Scanlan's not quite so quiet walking away as you're distracted by the surroundings and the circumstance locally. You continue up with the twins, absentmindedly humming to yourself. The twins being used to your humming, for some reason it doesn't connect.
Pike, I have this weird feeling like you wanted to make out with me. Is that something that happened?
Well,
Am I
you
dreaming?
just, you weren't paying attention.
Really?
And that makes you want to make out with him?
No, I think you were moving along to try to go stealth, and sometimes you should just stay put and see what happens.
Well said, cleric.
That was the most adorable diss in history.
All right.
Yet inviting.
It's all right, Skelly. We'll go pay for it later.
A small hit to Scanlan's morale, but the party marches on.
You lose an inspiration.
I'm going to follow suit as I see what Vax is doing. I'm going to cast Hold Person on the dwarf.
You don't have visual on the dwarf currently. The
What?
dwarf is
That's
back,
absurd!
as you run through in the hallway, which you don't even know there's a dwarf there. You rush out of the hallway after hearing all this commotion. You look in and there's an open door into a room that's currently vacant. You don't have enough movement to get close enough, unfortunately.
Poop. I encourage violence.
A wondrous use of an action.
Do it! Do it, Grog! Destroy him! No regard to any of his existence.
I'm gonna kind of do.
That's the best line of the night.
Do we get And as I morph into Minxie form, I take the dead body that's on top of me and just pick it up with my mouth.
Okay. In your mouth, the body stirs. It wasn't quite dead.
Oh, what? It was supposed to, I wanted a dead one. Can I drop that one and find like a dead
Well, you wanted a dead one. It is now.
Oh! Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. He's dead. Fuck
In
it.
entire gaming, the worst person in the world.
I know. I tried so hard,
Was
you
it a
guys. I
child,
tried
Jericho?
so hard, and it's still the fucking worst. And I look at the dwarf.
You can't see him from your vantage point. He's actually back
can't
out
see him,
of
can't
the
see him.
sight.
No?
We can't see him.
Can I
You don't
shoot
even know
to
there's
see
a
him at
dwarf there.
all?
You just know there's some sort of commotion going on. You move around the corner and you see
Everybody
just
give
an
over
empty
your turn
room.
to Grog.
I know, let him go in the room.
Let Grog deal with his butthole.
I look at Grog and I foam at the mouth a little bit with the corpse, and I
Encourage violence.
encourage violence.
All right. Next.
Just gnawing on the
Oh,
dead
well,
dwarf.
let's make this nice and easy. I smack Grog on the ass and say, go get him.
All right. Grog, it's your turn.
Does he get advantage because we're all
inspiration.
encouraging?
In the temple.
Exiting.
All right.
No. Look and see if there's
Well, I
anything cool
am.
first. What was that thing that's covered up by the blanket on the altar?
You walk in and glance towards it?
Yeah.
All right.
What's up with that?
Make your way. You look up to the top of the dais where the altar is, and on top you can see the black cloth that is wrapped over it. The scent gets to you before the actual visual. It's freshly rotting flesh of some kind, and as you glance over, you can see there is a heart that has been cut from a body, and to the point where the blood itself is coagulated and begin to become thick. It's roughly dwarf in size.
I get up and I grab it with my mouth.
Okay, it tastes disgusting.
And then I walk over to Vax and I lay it at his feet. I kind of nudge it with my nose.
She caught your heart.
Oh.
I scooch Keyleth behind the ear, but nudge it aside with my toe and exit the room.
Exit the room.
Okay.
My strength modifier is 1.
Okay, so it's 5 times 2, it's 10, plus 1, 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage.
Which will do it. As the Duragar sees you, is rushing past with the hammer, about to pull back and swing at you. You rush out from behind the corner with the blunt end of your weapon and just stick him in the side of the temple.
Girly scream.
What was that?
We're good. We're good.
Unconscious on the ground, alive.
He's not dead.
So you move around.
Good trinket.
Trinket follows up behind. Move your way up there. Scanlan, you staying in that room?
I'm taking a dump on the guest bed.
They don't see me, right?
I like walk by the door and see that
I'm
happening.
gonna get you in just a second.
Okay.
But also
For
just
light.
covering it up with the blanket after
Yeah.
I'm done.
Oh.
Well, you're in mid-process. This is all happening pretty quickly.
I'll go around
Looking at you
back
as you're
behind
doing
where Trinket and Vex
Okay,
just went.
because your little leg, you get about that far.
I'm invisible. It's
Okay.
oop.
Ting, another leg's carrying you.
I have no ranged attacks, except I can viciously mock it. So that's what I'll do.
Do it.
I'll say, you know what? Your tentacles make you look kind of fat, and the elf thing is played out. It's sort of 1990 Orlando Bloom, and the whole bone thing is just really tacky.
I look at Stanley curiously. I actually feel kind of hurt about
looks
that.
over. You look over your shoulder at Scanlan with a curious look. Roll a 4. So essentially, being blind, all it can rely on really right now is audio sensation around it, and it picks up ringing through the air what hint and shred of humanity within its psyche understands the common you speak in its direction, and for a moment, it seems to sag all its tentacles. Go ahead and roll damage for your vicious mockery.
You said 3.
Yes! She takes a moment to herself and looks around at the rest of you and says, "The cruel king, who dealt the final blow?"
That would be the Kingslayer. Me?
She.
Oh man.
All right. Well then, I think I'm within range. I'm just gonna blind the bitch. So I cast blindness on her.
Okay, what's the range on that?
It's a girl. It's a her.
Isn't it a girl?
What? No, it's a male elf.
Yeah. Well, I'm so demeaning to it. I call it a girl.
Why is that
Because it is a chauvinist, and I know that just by looking at it.
It's a chauvinist.
I'm prone.
So what's the range on that, Scanlan?
I'm looking.
Disadvantage on his roll.
You're in the wrong group to be saying that shit, man.
I'm drunk.
Wait for her to pull you closer.
I will wait for that then.
Okay, so
And I love women.
Okay.
Oh,
We know, Scanlan.
We know.
Biblically.
Keyleth does kind of like
So it's just around all of you guys or underneath everybody?
underneath us.
Okay.
I'm making a dance floor.
That was an excellent move by a strong, independent woman who doesn't need a man to tell her what to do. Or to validate her in any way.
That's right. I call out across the bone field.
I want everybody.
You are at 4th level. That is 7d6 damage.
Whoa!
Nice! Holy crap.
Pike,
Seriously.
perhaps you should spare it for your god. Or offer it in sacrifice to your god?
Your brain.
Sorry, guys.
That's a lot of math.
You know what? Women are good at math.
They are. They are. They are.
Probably better than men.
I would say
And
probably.
then do I add anything?
No, that's just 7d6. So
26?
26 damage. Nice.
Good adding.
Hey, thanks!
As you pull through the rest of the crowd, you.
Okay. And then there's nothing I can do from there, right?
That's your action. You can move if you like, move along the wall or hop off it or whatever you want to do.
Come closer to me.
I'll stay.
All right.
Because she's an independent woman.
That's a proud choice, and I honor and respect it. Because I love women.
So currently, because it's
Pike's not the only one cashing karma points.
right.
Is that what they would have done to Grog?
And then as you guys all look at Grog now, you can see him. He has hundreds upon hundreds of small scars across his body, fresh wounds that have kind of just barely sealed. It looks like they've done a number on him with a bunch of small blades, hooks, razors. It's hard to tell, but he is just coated with small cuts.
It's been interesting.
You look really manly now.
Now.
Have we done some healing? Has healing been done?
You guys take a short rest if you want to heal yourself.
Yes,
This is the time for an intermission.
Oh, it is?
Hey, did you get the armor
Yeah.
back? Can I have the armor?
No, I can't
No, I can have it.
Sorry, sis.
Please. No, she gave it back. She gave it back.
A lot of reasons.
She wore it.
No, she gave it back.
She put the chainmail on. She gave you the leather.
Two very
armor.
easy reasons.
Give it.
Either you didn't
That's
want them to
between
be
you and
found,
her.
or you did.
I'm not taking armor off of her.
Please, can I have that armor?
She's holding it in her hand. Certainly.
Thanks. I go put it on. I don't know what it is. It's magic though. So.
It's whatever
I
armor
guess
you
we'll be
gave
on the
her
second.
that was in the.
Wait, my armor?
Yeah.
That's my armor.
Yeah, I
The
took
armor that you gave for her to put on Emberhold because she had nothing
I
on.
gave it to him. He gave it to her.
And I'm
You're
taking
taking it. Hold on a second.
Too late. It's already on, brother. Let's just keep moving, alright? Let's just keep moving.
I think we need to roll a brother-sister contest die. I grab her by the ear and say, "That's mine. That's mine.
Come on, I
That's
need
mine."
it.
So that's
Sibling
Squeezing her earlobe really hard.
Roll.
Yeah, you two roll. Go for it.
Shit. It's mine.
Sibling justice.
Persuasion versus persuasion. Is this what this was?
Yeah, sure.
They played arm punch until one game.
It's mine. It's mine.
It's not fair.
Now what does it do?
Here we go, fine.
I'm not fucking
now,
figure it out. Figure it out. Do you know something we don't, Keeler?
Look, all I know is that only a fool believes that his path is the most virtuous. See? And he's got an intelligence
I
of
want to
6.
use my insight check on Keeler.
Okay.
I want to see her intentions.
Inside the group check.
It's a
I love it.
14.
A 14. All right.
You reached it up.
Sneaky.
The whisper. The first whisper.
Wait, get back. Get on camera. Over here.
Whisper in camera. He used to do this all the time.
True.
Yeah.
When shit goes down and all of us can't know, he whispers and he sticks his tongue in your ear a little bit.
It's really nice.
I can't cheat, but I really want to listen.
Her body shudders before the back kind of convulses and then falls limp. A little bit of smoke rising from the mouth.
I check her pulse.
She is definitely giving up the ghost.
Try to heal her.
Does she have anything awesome on that we can take?
I wasn't going to say it.
You're eluding
I
her
was
already?
waiting. I was waiting for someone else to say it.
What a mercenary.
So you're gonna go ahead and make a tinkering check?
I'll do a tinkering check first and then try the wheel.
Why don't you tinker it first?
Anyone help us?
And that's the what do I use as my modifier?
I would say this is a key point in time for a Scanlan song.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes.
Use that bardic inspiration specifically for stuff like this.
Oh, I do. Yes, I will inspire you. I don't know what to sing. What's a boat song?
Come on.
Yes. How does it start?
I'm not feeling very
Something
inspired.
exciting is waiting.
I'm on a boat.
How's it go? I'm on a boat, motherfucker! I'm on a motherfucking boat! That's all I got.
There you go.
That, I feel inspired.
I'll give you d6 for that. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Do I still have my enhance ability up?
No, because that's
What
concentration.
does Keyleth look like to us right now?
Since we're
Keyleth
holding
is
hands,
sweating profusely, and you can see she's
I'm walking up to
flinching.
Keyleth and I'm grabbing her by the shirt and I'm going to slap her across the face.
All right.
27.
27. All right. Nice. Good. You take 11 points of psychic damage and are thrust out of the scry spell. Your vision is pulled out of the top of the temple and suddenly you're back in your form as a sharp pain hits you across the side of the head. That's holding you.
Christ, what? Why?
It looked like
Why?
a matter of time.
You were in pain. Are you alright?
You were about to.
Are you alright?
You were in pain, so I thought I'd fucking slap you across the face. Gee.
Are we hitting each other
Language.
Sorry.
Wow.
Let's just
Show of hands. Who needs to
I'm gonna rest while they talk.
This is a good
Rest
idea,
while we
though.
figure out a plan.
Tipper Hoods, do you have any fireballs left in you?
T-Money, what do you think?
I cast silence on Vax.
I cast Dispel Magic.
Counter spell.
Counter spell!
Do you have counter spell? You don't have counter spell.
No.
Alright, go ahead.
Tiberius, was that
No, there's no
really
saving throw.
There's no
necessary?
save.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
But
so yeah,
yes,
the
I do
area
have
around you is
fireballs
completely
left. And I dispel it immediately.
I didn't know he was gonna.
Okay.
I'm unpredictable.
so I can
How about I
just
do
stand
what Scanlan says?
Oh, hello.
And because
That
we've had a
always
short rest. Yes, I know. I think this is the first time I've said this ever. Well, maybe I'll try what Scanlan says, and I'll turn into a rock elemental and just bamf in there and see if there's anything good. And if it's bad, I'll just run out and make a rock wall. And
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll all be ready to attack on the outside.
Maybe. Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, let's go for it. This is a terrible plan. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's send in one person.
Command us. Command us.
Command us.
Stay.
Come on, Cap.
Run! We've never done it before.
We've never run.
We've never run before.
I'm gonna use my what the hell's it called? My quick action to dash.
Just leaving me?
Yeah.
You're leaving me
Well,
behind?
can I grab her by the scruff and run?
If you want to try and move her, you'll basically move both of you. Yeah, you can do that, but you'll have no other action.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Grabbing my sister.
Grab your sister.
Get on the damn carpet, you fools!
Can it fit us?
Currently, you guys will be able to get onto the carpet
Jump
now.
on the
What
carpet.
if he flies?
All right.
He probably does.
Probably does.
What?
It doesn't
How would a
matter.
giant winged thing fly?
He looks like he flies, guys.
That'd be shark. That brings us to Grog.
I would like to rage and run. Passing as many people as I can.
All right.
Running.
So you just bolt out. I say rage run and barbarian speed. You're gonna get nearly completely out of the cavern. You're like, and plus it's sand, so your feet are sinking with each step. It's kind of rough for you to get around just because of your size and
Can
the
I
terrain, but
like jump on his leg or back or something?
you can try to.
All right.
All right.
Oh.
Go ahead and make an athletics check with disadvantage because you're in full plate armor.
Come on.
Just because I need to be honest. I rolled an 8. My athletics is a 1. So doesn't that make me 9?
That makes you a 9.
Oh.
Sorry.
Honor
All right.
That
Look
was
at that.
good, because I was going to let it
So,
go.
as you jump to grab onto the back of Grog's back, you manage to find purchase. Grog instinctually just reaches back with an elbow and hits you right outside your armor, which knocks you flat on your back. You're currently prone in the sand right there. And Grog just keeps running. You kind of glance over your shoulder for a second, but because you're raging, you don't see her. You just see shadows in the cavern, and you have the So you start just moving your hand in the air, freaking out, holding your axe in one hand and your greatsword in the other, going.
Mosquitoes on my back. Mosquitoes.
Oh my god.
Wait, is Pike off the carpet?
I'm laying in the
Pike's
dirt.
laying in the dirt right
Okay. I will jump off the carpet, grab her,
I'm too heavy.
and say, Pike, come with me if you want to live. And I just hold her really tight, and I sniff her hair, and it smells like strawberries.
Gotta make it weird, man.
And then I dimension door us to the boat.
Okay,
Oh,
nice.
that's
So,
cute.
as Scanlan grabs you and
Tight.
holds you for a second,
Tight.
for a moment you're confused, and you hear that strange shrieking moan in the distance, and then suddenly the darkness gives away to this flash of purple arcane energy, and the two of you poof, fall a few inches into hard wood, and you feel the boat rock for a second as you're now on the outside in the boat being tugged by Keyleth the shark.
Scanlan, thanks.
Don't worry, that hardwood is the boat.
Both of you make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Against his nasty
As
ass
the
scent.
smell itself, it is a terrifying, awful smell.
Or amazing, depending on who you are.
A natural 1, top of the game.
No.
Get it out now. Get it out now.
Natural 1 gets no bonus. That is an automatic fail.
I should have rolled the one made out of meteorite, but I used the jade
Why?
one.
You don't-
It all
you don't-
went wrong.
Wait, you don't
What
have
kind of a choice is that?
it's
Fucked
just
up.
how
Yeah,
it's
meteorite
rated.
wins everything.
Different
18.
energies, man.
It's true.
If Scanlan were here, he'd say, "We need to capture the giant." By the way, so
Okay. He would.
Okay.
he would say that.
All right.
And I'm saying,
So Vex, as you reach over, you notice you put your hand out to shut him up, but an unfamiliar liquidy warm sensation hits your
that
hand as you
fucking
catch him mid
foul.
vomit stream.
Oh, what?
You managed to muffle some of the sound.
You choked.
But it does.
That's disgusting.
It's really disgusting. I'm sorry, guys.
Good plan.
All right. It glances down at you. In this horrible guttural series of phrases and consonants.
What's he saying?
Anyone speak Undercommon?
I do.
Oh, it's not giant.
Okay. What? The two of you.
Speak 2 languages.
You do. And
Speak Undercommon?
No, but that's no.
he says essentially,
What have you done? What do you need?
Oh, I speak back to him and say, Cavern. For him or against him?
Good, no, good, yeah.
It's like a political
its
rally.
eye slowly tweaks over back towards Keyleth.
She's the one.
What do you ask of me?
Oh, got it.
Follow our orders. Help us fight Cavern. Vex, how do you say follow our orders in Underdark?
Oh, it's,
Is that
The accent is on the.
I'm like,
Yeah, you got it. This,
Was
you
it?
got
back at the start.
Yes, very good.
The giant takes a moment and his head nods slowly, like.
Is it like a French person?
Kind of, yeah. Like, okay. Manages to get the gist across.
I don't know what you're saying. Oh, I understand.
How do I say kill? How do I say kill? I look at him and I go, Cavern!
That accent was terrible.
Yeah. Shut up, Percy! I'm not from here, clearly.
Everyone knows that now.
All right, we should tell him.
But tell him to stay for now.
Well, you here for now.
She's gonna translate.
You.
I love this.
We roll together.
Jesus.
Go ahead, translate that.
Vex, you got that? Could you translate that?
I didn't even understand.
Did you want to tell him what she
I'm
said?
trying to say,
Yeah.
we rolled deep.
I speak Keyleth. She's saying that he should wait here until our instructions to attack.
Okay. Go ahead and translate that.
Slings the club onto his shoulder with a hefty. You all feel the actual impact on his body, even in just the nearby presence, the air around him being pushed. Looks at you for a second. Looks back to Keyleth and gives a solid nod and just kind of stands there.
Sweet. Cool. I take that as a good nod.
Will this
A few scales went with it.
I grunt at him and ask what his name is. Vexalia.
Do we all have to say it that way? Vexalia?
Just glares at you.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna tell him he's handsome. Pulp, pulp, pulp.
The big eye squints in confusion at the tiny thing and just keeps licking the remnants of beef jerky off its fingers that it just robbed Tiberius of.
Likes the jerky.
Well, I thought I'd try.
Can I just say?
Look inside?
Yeah.
No, just
Back up? Okay.
just
Can I just say? I have no idea what's about to happen. But it's been a great pleasure to walk beside each and every one of you.
Are you doing it? Are you doing the? It's been an honor to serve with you, sir.
Why would you say that?
All right. All right.
Screw you, I want my final words with you to be indignant and irritated.
I agree. I think that's poppycock. We'll be fine. We'll apologize later.
All right, who's flying the mouse up?
Staring at the rest of the group expectantly.
I offer him a sip from the cask of ale.
He takes it in his hand, which in him it looks like a small mug.
Right.
Shot?
Just to sip.
Oh, he's gonna drink the whole cast. He's gonna drink the whole.
He peels the top of it off,
Don't do
breaking
this to
the
me.
wood. And then
Don't do it. I will fucking kill you. I would like.
No. We'll make you into a whole thing of it. We're happy.
Look, Grog! And I cast prestidigitation and make a bunch of fart noises.
Oh, look, he's farting.
Look, I'm farting.
Yeah, let's go tap dancing.
Something.
And I go, oh no!
They're very stinky.
A wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Grog, are you crying?
12.
If should you choose to, you manage to resist the urge to fly into a rage and smash your axe into the face of this entity. Bite your lip, you can taste the blood in your mouth.
Oh, Tiberius sees some farts.
I'm gonna cut up.
Look at those farts. So
I go over and
I run up his fat chest and I headbutt him in the face.
Oh shit!
Okay.
It's my cascabel!
As Grog rushes up in a blur of angry motion, you see a trail of froth in the corners of his mouth as his head comes colliding into the giant. I'm going to say for this, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Tune in for the Beholder fight 3 weeks from today.
Natural 20.
Oh, he's really good.
God.
That is a natural 20.
You don't fuck with Grog's cascabel.
You see Grog, whose head is approximately a fifth the size of this entity, has hit it with force so strong that in that breathless moment, you're waiting for Grog to scream out in pain with blood pouring down his face. However, it is the Fomorian who reels back from the force of the blow, his giant eye closing in severe pain before he falls onto his back, stunned.
You owe me a cask of ale.
As Grog stands over, staring down at it, it's only partially reminiscent, and in your fury, you didn't realize you shouted at it in giant. It kind of looks up at you and gives you a nod of momentary submission. As you step off of its body onto the ground, walking away extremely furious.
I'm grieving now. Leave me be.
Oh my god.
So that happened.
I go over and I pat him on the shoulder. And I say, I'll get you 10 casks of ale. If we live.
I've allergies down here.
You've all done your work. Now it's time to feast. Turn on us.
I knew he was gonna do that.
What? None of us knew that.
I totally knew he was gonna do that.
Alright, that ends your turn. Keyleth, you're up.
I don't trust Corona. I don't trust Corona.
Every week.
Every week.
You know who would help us right now?
Alright,
Kima would help
be
us,
really
but
helpful.
she's stoned.
Can we make her not stoned?
We can make her not stoned.
If
Except
we're not,
I didn't get a
If we
chance
live,
to.
we're in store for so much. I told you so.
Alright.
It's a big if.
Maybe we should leave her. I don't want to deal with that.
Is now just open entirely, and you can see now the whole, the mass of there's probably hundreds of various illithid brains that have slowly congealed into one large brain structure. Is now you can see the underneath area, and the liquid that it kind of sits in is now pouring out down the side of the structure.
Oh, yeah.
Hope they have flood insurance.
Worst Schwarzenegger line ever.
Man.
Hope you have flood insurance. Yeah.
The Geico Slayer.
Holy shit, that was amazing.
Flow just got real, alright?
Alright.
Flow just got real.
Predator.
That's no better, actually.
From progressive flow, all the flow of the. You know what? Never mind.
Let it die.
So you only have the one slam attack? Rock and fly.
Oh,
Rock
you
can
can fly.
fly. Rock can fly right now.
Then
I
anybody.
can fly on Trinket.
Then
Everybody's covered, man.
There's only one person I can take.
Take it back.
Go ahead. As the pterodactyl scaling swoops down and both of its claws grab around your arms and lift you off the top of the temple, flying after Tiberius.
How do you make that weird?
Is there a move?
All right. So So they're now out of harm's way. Very top here. That brings us to as you guys pull off at the full speed. The rest of the illithids swarm to the top. You can see about 15 or so get to the front top area. Look down at the elder brain. Look up at the rest of you with this angry look. And as you're pulling away, your eyes adjust to the darkness of the cavern, and you look down and you swear you can see hundreds and hundreds of sets of purple glowing eyes just staring up from the city as you all slowly fly away to the far end of the cavern. As you're moving, so are the eyes.
We've made some enemies.
So are the eyes.
Yeah,
they're
coming after us.
I want to make a note because I'm way ahead of everybody at this point.
Yes.
As soon as I land on the beach, I cast Circle of Teleportation.
Okay. So you
barring that there's nobody there. I do that immediately.
All right. So a few minutes go by. You guys are moving past and over the water channel that's between the north side of the island and the beach where you guys previously set. You. As Tiberius, you land on the dirt. Sorry, you land, immediately begin casting circle teleportation. You begin scrawling the circle on the ground, running your finger across the gravel surface to build the runes. As your fingers drag across, you can see the arcane light beginning to glow and form the sigils and the runes as you're drawing them feverishly. The rest of the group eventually catches up to you about 30 seconds into it.
Okay.
As you all eventually get back, you and Trinket manage to shrug off the effect. And you find yourself halfway through, like being pulled and towed by this vine awkwardly.
It's happening right now.
Stupid wrench.
A few seconds pass. You finish the incantation. You place your hand down in the center of the sigil. This wave of arcane energy blasts off, and suddenly, above this circle, this tearing sound pulls out of the middle of the ether, and this kind of purple shimmering doorway opens up above the circle sigil that he had crafted on the side of the beach.
By the blessings of Bahamut, I choose Iman.
At which point, the doorway that he just created takes some sort of a solid form, and from what you can see on the other side, there's appears to be some sort of low-lit room.
I run right through.
All right, Tiberius runs through. Everyone else?
Yeah!
Are we there?
You guys have all landed on the beach as you finish casting this. Yeah.
Run!
You all rush through the portal one after the. Towards the very end is Grog. You bring it up the rear, holding Kima. You go rushing towards it as it begins to slowly close. It only lasts a round. You barrel through just in time as it closes behind you with a sparking sound.
We are time bandits.
Hell yeah!
We're making out of there? Oh, fuck.
I just kicked my pants.
We're in town.
Yeah.
Fuck it, everything's possible.
Yeah.
Let's go drinking.
I was gonna say, what bars are
We
open?
need.
We've got a lot of bling and a cursed horn. The sky's the limit.
I know. Should we go?
Wait, maybe we should drop off the bag of holding.
And
We're
the,
not carrying it.
and the
Just
stone
carry
gnome.
And then
Bring
we'll
it
go
to
out,
the keep. That's a
drink
good
it.
idea. Yeah.
She's not a gnome.
We don't want to lose it in a game of cards.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And stone.
We'll be fine. We've
and
never
stone
lost it
Kima.
before.
How
There's
far?
8 of
How
us. We'll be fine. Let's go drinking.
How far is the keep from here?
I'd say it's probably a good hour walk.
Oh,
We can do a pub crawl. We'll just have a
Yeah,
beer at
we'll
every
just have
pub
a
we
beer.
hit
It's
on the way back
I
to
like
the
it.
keep.
Yes, do
It's
it.
about 2 in the morning.
Let's do
Pub
that.
crawl.
Pub crawl.
Pub crawl.
We're gonna pub crawl back
Starting
to the
at
All right.
here at Geek and Sundry.
Should I go just in a bush just behind
and do what?
and
Pee or something?
no and cast greater restoration on Kima.
No.
We want to enjoy
Put her in the
this.
bag.
She doesn't have a sense of time. She won't know.
Or
She'll just
humor.
appear.
Let's put her in the bag. She's made of stone.
We won't tell her how much time has
Oh,
passed.
I don't know about that.
We'll unstone her once we're
Made of
back.
stone. Stone doesn't breathe, right?
Be fine.
Right? We don't know.
She's been
Rob
so
wonders
just
to himself.
Do not put her in the bag. Do not.
For the record, I think she'd be fine too. But we could bring her around and introduce her. It could be like Weekend at Bernie's.
Okay, great.
Yes! I put a fancy robe around Kima's stone statue.
This is so messed up.
All right, so as you guys begin making your celebratory pub crawl, starting with the Laughing Lamia Tavern, Sovereign finishes writing some papers, rolls them up, snaps twice, and the gentleman comes by and he hands them papers and says, "Give these to Lady and Lord Briarwood as soon as possible, thank you." All right, so first of all, I want to welcome you all back. It's been a few weeks since we've seen each other. I've been recently given word that you so unceremoniously appeared in the center of the Lyceum not but 12 hours ago. Worse for wear. So, I would like to know, first off, why you've returned in the center of our city, and I want to see how your well-being has been these past few weeks. I apologize for a bit scattered. I've had a few things on my mind as of late. But yes, how is Vox Machina?
If I may. Yes. We didn't choose to dump ourselves right in the middle of the city. It's a little harsh.
She exits. Allura stands up, begins to leave. The Sovereign stands up, and as he stands up, the guards come out and they kind of come to his side.
Good Sovereign, if I could have a moment. Did I hear correctly that Lord and Lady Briarwood were in town?
They were but a week ago.
They were but a week ago, and they've left, have they?
Yes. Do you know of Lord and Lady Briarwood?
Oh, just in passing. Did they have business in town? Was there something in particular? I'm just curious. It doesn't really matter. It does matter, but not particularly.
It was relatively routine. We're establishing an official trade route through the northeast, spanning the Boreal Plain to Whitestone. They inherited the region after the unfortunate demise of the Dirola family.
Yes.
However, our ambassador has noted that they've rebuilt rather well and honored the memory of the family, and they're really committed to re-establishing the foothold of Whitestone in the north, and so they came here on a diplomatic mission to open trade.
Oh, that's nice. I would love to. Please keep it quiet, but if I could be notified if they're coming through again, I would very much like to surprise them, if that would be possible.
For the sake of this conversation, I'm going to ask you to roll a deception check.
Ooh.
Natural 20.
On the new pretty die.
Don't fuck with me.
The Sovereign gives... certainly. Very well. I will notify you should they come through again.
Deeply honored by your thoughts, sir.
Viewing the echoing hallways towards the central left side of the palace.
Percy.
I'm fine.
You're sweating.
Are you okay? I know.
Why are you sweating?
It's hot.
What happened?
Nothing. The
It's
sun
about-
comes up and it gets very hot. I'll tell you later.
Okay, very good. There's a discussion for later. There's more important things.
Okay.
In the middle of a project. And you do hear, as soon as you arrive, what sounds like the whistle of a tea kettle in the distance. At which point she immediately says, allow me. And as she begins to walk over, she lifts her hand and you see a small drift of arcane energy as her mage hand goes and lifts and takes the water off of its burner and begins to just kind of absent-mindedly mage hand various teacups out of a large cabinet above the little kitchenette area.
That's awesome.
At which point you can see there's kind of a light yellowish glow about her form, and then with a sudden flash of white light, Allura's just gone.
So, guys, I'm thinking we take a local tour of all of the historical highlights of Vermont. We've never really gone for sightseeing, and then maybe we can catch a nice dinner in the city tonight.
It's getting so late.
It's like 1 p.m. We've got the whole day.
It feels like 8. It really feels so late.
I picked up one of these pamphlets while we were in the palace, and apparently there's a nice a natural history museum.
Gilmore's? What is a pamphlet? Gilmore.
Oh, a lot of paper.
Gilmore's. I'll be a Gilmore.
Oh, it's like a MIDI book.
It's like a
ding ding ding.
I'm sorry, was I being summoned?
Yes.
He immediately looks at
Yes.
Oh. You've returned.
Gilmore, you glorious bastard! How have you been?
Like she lifts you off your feet.
Much
Much stronger than you anticipated. He goes, oh, Vaxalius, far too long. He sets you down next to him behind the counter and gives you a big, big hug. Strong wizard arms around you. A scent of it's almost like fine herbs with like a hint of patchouli kind of hit your nose.
You naughty man.
We have been doing marvelously. Trade has opened up wide in Vermont. We've had travelers from all over Tal'Dorei and beyond. It's incredible. I'm in the process of planning an expansion to the town. Perhaps even, get this, opening a second store in Westrunt.
You're going to own a chain?
Congratulations! That is a big step for any businessman.
Spectacular, spectacular.
So we've been in the process of designing some more interesting, wondrous items.
We're off on official business for the Emperor. We've been underground for weeks and weeks. We've only seen the sun for a couple of days.
Oh, that kind of a weekend. I don't know how that goes.
Needless to say, our stores are terribly depleted. We are going to need to stock up a bit before we head out of town again. Nobody matches your shrewdness in business. That's no surprise. But you take the afternoon off.
He looks over at the same half-elven woman who was trying to stop her earlier, and she kind of gives a look of like, what's he going to say? Like, no one's ever asked him this question. And he goes, for you? Of course.
Mandate, go for it.
Don't worry, Gilmore. We'll take wonderful care of your employees.
Your contribution to what we've done, and I place my hand on his hand, was no small part in our survival. And I give it just a little squeeze. And I want to thank you.
It had not been Gilmore's glory. And he looks you deep in the eyes, kind of pats the top of your hand, and goes, that moment, that is why I do what I do. Where a laughing Vax and Gilmore come stumbling in, flush of face, with emptied goblets, laughing to themselves. Is there anything specific before this moment that you wanted to get across?
I took the Duragar. I was holding her right over the cliff, and I just cut, and she fell. She fell. I didn't know what I was doing. I just did it.
You are ridiculous, Vax. Tickles me all over. It's like you travel with the finest companion. We told stories. We cried. We laughed. It was a delight. I've had a few. You only need to pay back within the next month.
That's
You
fair.
need time to arrive. If it's not paid, you will be hunted. But I'm sure that won't be a worry, will it?
We have our own clothes that we like.
He's-
So maybe like a pen.
He steps forward and says, "Oh,
Or like a patch.
That's not even a worry." And he pulls out a small implement, this wand, and kind of flicks it over your shoulder, and all of a sudden an arcane swirl kind of around your armor with a big flash of sparks and glitter almost. Look down, and there is emblazoned upon your current armored form a symbol of Gilmore's glorious goods, now permanently emblazoned on your leather. Easy enough to fix?
Well, I was gonna put on
Yes.
that leather. This was my mom gave this to me.
Well, your mother has not provided for you a means of keeping the deal we already made.
Can you take this off when we pay you back and put
No.
it on that one?
Um,
Oh, come on. Hold it.
I think it will transfer when you change.
Will it transfer when I change armor?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
So, 25,000 gold line of credit within a month, or you'll be hunted.
Wait, do you really have a unicorn as part of your logo?
It's
What?
it's a creature of my creation. I designed it when I was a child.
It's a phallic thing.
Well, I mean, there is business to be had. Let us get business out of the way so we can get to pleasure.
Oh, shit.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
And I will. Jesus. It's better for me to get out of there. Get the king.
Yeah, you
Get the
might
king.
be able to kill him. He's on his last legs,
Yeah.
probably.
He's looking pretty rough.
Yeah, but Keyleth is right behind him. Do it. Stab him.
You can attack him with your sword.
Hit him with a flute. I am
It's
a
true,
tiny boy.
Do
who
it
can only
anyway.
do.
He's at his
gonna
last legs.
bip him in
I
the
can't
nose.
cure Grog. This is gonna be epic, Scanlan.
I will say that. I can't.
Come on, quick.
Alright,
Do it, do
I
it.
swing my singing dawn blade at him. Dawn?
Yeah.
All right.
I have a dawn blade.
Alrighty.
It's a dawn.
Dongle
blade.
blade.
It's just so lame though. Do it.
It's really big and middle from us.
So, go ahead and roll for attack, d20.
A natural 20.
We said he could roll a 20. Who called it? We called it.
So roll the dice.
That's amazing.
Oh my god, Bilbo.
Kill him, kill him.
6.
6 points of damage, or 6 on that.
On that
plus
one.
your strength, which is 7, plus the Dawn Blade, which is that's
Wasn't it
8.
23 or
So it's
something?
8 damage on top of the 23. How do you want to do this? 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 Bro? How do you want to do this? How do you want to do this? How do you want to do this? The creature's thrashing about with its splatters all across.
As I draw back the blade, I say, "Oh, you should have stood on your head," and I lop it off.
So, as you say that, the blade itself vibrates with the sound of your voice, like the echoing of the song of Scanlan behind yours, and almost a chorus out of nowhere. The blade shrieks through the air, coming down, slitting across the back of his Achilles tendon. He instinctually falls to one knee, which is kind of the height level for you. As you do, you bring the blade around with a flourish, and take Morgul's head off his shoulders, which spins, tumbles to the ground, and rolls across the floor into the magma. The Blackenbeard curling back as the rest of his face is melted away by the lava, which is now pouring pretty heavily into this room.
I would like to chop down into the fleshy bit, and after I
The fleshy
slice-
bit's on the opposite side, by the way, so you're now at an unarmored side. However, it's still holding Scanlan in its mouth, shaking him around. So, how do you want to finish it?
Can I get to its mouth at all?
I could say for the flavor of this, yeah, you managed to just barely make it over here.
I would like to swing through and catch the corner of its mouth, open its mouth wide, and then I'd like to reach in and with my teeth pull its fucking tongue out of its head and start thrashing it side to side.
Alright, so first you rush up with your axe using all of the aggression, you take it and swing it, barely leaving you with a shave. You gash the side of its mouth and draw this giant wound open. As it does, you actually snap and cut through the tendons that clench the jaw, causing it to fall open and slack. Scanlan spills out of its mouth, hitting the ground with a dull thud. As its mouth is now open, it kind of rears back. You shake your head angrily as the froth is gathering at the corners of your mouth. You drop your axe from one hand, grab the jaw, reach in, bite down on its giant meaty tongue. Using your hand at the back of it, you pull and yank, and you feel all the muscle tearing and tensing before eventually it comes free, and it's now dangling about 25-30 pounds of liquid, very, very wet, bullet tongue meat. With your third attack, how do you finish it?
What do you do after you're biting its tongue in your mouth?
That's what I'm asking.
That's a good point.
It's looking really rough, but you still need to get that final death blow. What are you doing with this, Grog?
Rip him apart.
Brain him.
Yeah, I'm gonna King Kong his jaw. I'm gonna take the broken part at the top of his head, just pull it apart.
Yep. Okay, so you drop your axe entirely, the tongue still dangling from your mouth. You reach and put one foot up into the bottom of the jaw. Using your other hands, you push and push. You hear it crack and pull as it tenses and is trying to push down. It has no tension because the jaw was destroyed. You pull back and you hear a sickening snap as the armor plate buckles underneath for where the neck joint would be on such a creature. Its eyes kind of roll back for a second, and it begins to slacken. As it does, you reach up with your fist and penetrate the bottom of where its brain would be. With a sickening sound, it goes entirely limp and collapses on the ground.
And that's why you're on the team.
I wanna. Oh God. How do I want to do this?
You want to do it crying, I know that
I
much.
do. I'm crying. I want to shoot him. Is it possible to shoot him right where the horn meets his head and knock it off of him?
No.
All right, then I shoot him straight in the eyeball.
All right, so as it's kind of
Middle of the
Kavarn's looking
people.
around, kind of frantic at this point, realizing that this whole swarm of individuals are pouring into the temple. That looking around, you can sense that it's lost control of the elder brain. It starts just getting extremely manic and
Vox Machina! Vox Machina!
Another ray of energy. It glances up at you just in time for you to release that final arrow. It strikes down, going right into the pupil. The light blue color immediately bursts into an angry red as the eye closes over, trying to contain the impact. The blood begins to pour out of the front of the eye as the arrow, you can see, pierce out the back side and is jutting about 6 inches out the back of the beholder.
And Cavern slowly
Oh my
sinks a few
God.
feet and just slams onto the ground.
Fuck you, meatball!
That's how it's done.
And this is where we're going to end today's session.